If we're going to have extra education dollars, I would much rather spend them in our K-12 classrooms. I still believe, if you look at the comptroller's reports on pre-K, that the value of pre-K is questionable, even for the at-risk community. Now, the governor's, and I believe we're spending about $90 million a year right now to fund at-risk classrooms for at-risk students statewide. And when you start making that universal, even if it's not mandatory, I've seen figures anywhere from $300 to $500 million it could cost. I personally, again, question whether we should be putting more money into a program that does not have proven results by the state's own studies. And if we've got extra money, which it looks like we might, let's put it in the K-12 classrooms where we're still, depending on who's measuring, 46 to 50th in the amount per pupil we're spending. Let's don't expand our universe of students we serve. Let's put more money into the existing classrooms that we have.
So do you think there's enough opposition, among lawmakers to say no to pre-K when you guys are all facing re-elections?
Well, and we wouldn't be saying necessarily no to pre-K. Again, we're funding that risk population. I sure hope so, because I think it would also be very beneficial for us to go back home and say, we see that we're 46 to 50th, depending on whose measure you are using, and we're going to put more money into classroom education. If I remember correctly, we've still not completely funded the BEP improvements that were passed in 2008, I believe. We're still only funding about 50 to 60% of that. Let's fund that fully before we go and expand a program that has questionable, that in my opinion it's questionable whether we should be funding it at all.